Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your daily English podcast. I am your host, Lisa. Today, we are taking our most important skill, telling your personal story, and making it longer and more detailed. The topic is how to give a full, interesting description of your day. We will focus on the exact verbs and the exact time words you need for every hour. Our expert Paul is here to guide us through this detailed journey. Welcome back, Paul.
Hello, Lisa, and a big welcome to our committed learners. A good conversation about your day is never just one sentence, it needs detail. We will give you the tools to speak for 3, 4, or 5 minutes about your day without stopping.
Paul, before we start, let's do a quick review of the two crucial tenses we use for this topic.
Excellent idea. Number 1, the simple present tense. We use this tense to talk about your routine, things that happen every day or often. Example, I eat breakfast every morning. Number 2, the simple past tense. We use this tense to talk about a specific day that is finished, like yesterday. Example, I ate breakfast yesterday.
And we will divide the day into 4 parts to help us organize the story. We are adding one new section. And we will divide the day into 4 parts to help us organize the story. We are adding one new section. One is early morning, from waking up until 9 a.m. 2, late morning or midday, from 9 a.m. until lunchtime around 12 p.m. 3, afternoon, from lunchtime until dinner time around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. 4, evening, from dinner time until you go to sleep. Let's start with the early morning, using the simple present tense for your usual routine. We need strong sequencing words.
We use 4 words to sequence the actions. First, then, next, and after that. The day begins with 2 important verbs, wake up and get up. I wake up at 6 o'clock, but I get up at 6:15. After that, we have common actions. I take a shower. I get dressed. This means putting on clothes. I make my coffee. I drink my coffee while I read the news. I leave the house.
How do we make the whole story flow?
Use the connectors. First, I wake up and get up. Then, I go to the bathroom and take a shower. Next, I get dressed and make coffee. After that, I drink my coffee and leave the house. We also use frequency words here to add detail. Always, usually, sometimes. I always drink my coffee black. I usually leave the house at 7:30.
A good question for this part of the day is, what time do you usually start your morning routine? Now we move into the new section, late morning, midday transition. This is usually when people are busy with work or study. We still use the simple present tense for routine.
In this time zone, we use verbs related to tasks, work, study, write, call, and attend, meaning to go to a meeting. Example, I work at my desk from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I write emails to my boss. I attend a team meeting every Tuesday.
This is a perfect place to use the frequency words again to show variety in your routine.
Absolutely. We can use often, sometimes, rarely. I often feel tired around 11 a.m. I sometimes call my colleague to discuss the project. I rarely go outside before lunch.
What is a simple question to ask someone about this busy period?
A detailed question is, do you usually work on the computer or do you have meetings in the late morning?
And finally, the lunchtime phrase is I usually take my lunch break at 12:30. Take a break is a great phrase to know. Now for the afternoon, Paul, we are focusing on yesterday to practice the simple past tense. This is the most difficult part because of irregular verbs.
The change from present to past is crucial here. Let's practice some tricky ones that you will use in your story. Eat, present, changes to ate, past. Example, yesterday I ate a sandwich for lunch. See, present, changed to saw, past. Example, I saw my friend at the gym. Do, present, changed to did, past. Example, I did my homework immediately. Get, present, changed to got, past. Example, I got home late because of the traffic.
And how do we connect the afternoon story?
We use simple time markers. Story example. After lunch, I worked until 4 p.m. Around 4:30 p.m., I went to the store to buy some groceries. I got home before dinner.
A detailed question for the past afternoon actions is what was the most interesting thing that happened to you yesterday afternoon? Our final time zone is the evening. This is the time for dinner and relaxation. We return to the simple present tense for your usual routine.
The evening is full of relaxation verbs and transition phrases. Verbs for relaxation. I cook dinner. I spend time with my family. I watch TV shows. I read a book. I listen to music. Connectors for transitions. We use before and after to show the sequence of dinner and sleep. Before dinner, I exercise at the gym. After dinner, I watch the news. Before I go to bed, I prepare my bag for the next day.
A great phrase for this time is I wind down or I relax. Example, I wind down by listening to quiet music. Wind down means you are preparing your mind to sleep.
A detailed question to ask someone about their evening is, do you prefer to relax immediately after dinner or do you usually do one more task?
Paul, we have all the verbs and all the time words to tell a long story. But a good conversation is not just a monologue, it is an exchange. We must ask back and show interest.
This is where we introduce the why rule. When the person gives you a detail, you show interest by asking why. Example 1, morning. Listener, I get up at 5 a.m. You, wow, that is early. Why do you wake up so early? You ask for more detail. Example 2, evening. Listener, I watch a show about history. You, oh, a history show. Why do you like history shows? You show genuine interest.
This simple word, why, immediately makes the conversation deeper and much more interesting.
And remember the simplest ask back connectors. How about you? What did you do yesterday? That sounds interesting. Tell me more about that part. Using the why rule and the ask back connectors ensures you are not just telling your story, but you are engaging with the other person's story.
Paul, this has been the ultimate guide to describing the day. We have the 4 time zones, the sequencing words, the difficult past tense verbs, and the why rule.
Let's review the final structure one last time. 1. Start, use simple present and first then next for the early morning. Add detail. Use frequency words for the late morning. Use history. Use use the simple past and irregular verbs like ate, saw, and went for the afternoon. And finally, finish with before and after and relaxation verbs. Read and wind down for the evening. And finally, engage. Use why and how about you to keep the conversation going.
Practice makes perfect. Remember, practice all 4 time zones today, even if it's just talking to yourself in the mirror.
Your homework is write down 2 sentences for each of the 4 time zones. Make sure one sentence for the afternoon is in the simple past tense. Use ate, saw, or went. You can do it.
Thank you for listening to your daily English podcast. We hope you feel confident to tell your full story today. Until next time, keep studying English. Bye.